we are very thankful for all support we are receiving. There was new package from the United States, other countries, United Kingdom of energy equipment, but new Russian missile attack and everything is gone again.
Odessa is reeling from heavy Russian attack this weekend. All non-critical infrastructure was without power after Russia hit two energy facilities, leaving 1.5 million people without power. This really puts everything in perspective, doesn't it? Let's speak to Oleksiy Goncharenko, who's the MP for Odessa. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
What do you think is going to happen here? I mean, clearly has become, the way that the Russians are operating. They started this a while ago and they're continuing because presumably they think it's effective. How long do you think, from other previous examples of this, do you think that these particular people will be without power?
Yeah, they will definitely continue. I mean, Russians to do this because like they're a terrorist state and Putin is terrorist number one in the world. Like it's written on my T-shirt in which I'm speaking with you now. Speaking about repair and how long will it take, I can tell you that in my personal apartment, I'm now in Odessa. There was no electricity for almost 60 hours. Then this night it was given for several hours. Now again there is no power. So I don't know what to say to you. And also the problem is not only with the power, people have problems with the running water too, especially in big residential buildings where the water should be pumped. But not only, there were problems yesterday with the running water in general in the whole 1 million population city.
And I mean, I'm sure that you'll agree that, the Ukrainian people are very tough. They can deal with cold temperatures. I mean, you said you had power at some point. You're sitting there in a T-shirt now. You clearly are, able to cope with this, but shouldn't have to.
Absolutely. I swim in the sea during the whole year, including winter. So I'm think that I'm not the best example, but like hundreds of thousands elderly people, small children, they're really suffering from everything what's happening. And now in Odessa, it's +5 on the street, +5 Celsius. But what will be when in Odessa or any other Ukrainian city which will be again attacked, because the problem is not just in our city or our region, but in general in Ukraine. So what will be when it will be -10 or -20, which is possible absolutely in Ukraine. So that can be a humanitarian disaster of unseen scale. So that's why it's so important to provide Ukraine today with air defense. And unfortunately, it wasn't done in full scale during all these 10 months. And now we have the results of this. And Putin is trying to weaponize winter.
You have been able to intercept some Russian attacks, haven't you?
Yeah, for example, when it was the last big attack several days ago, more than 60 Russian missiles were intercepted from more than 70 that they launched. But for example, this attack on Odessa, again, like it was near 10, 15 Iranian drones which attacked a power grid. And from them, only I think 3 reached their goals. But unfortunately, that was enough to make all the harm we're discussing with you.
And the only way to kind of stop or reduce these attacks is to intercept the missiles. That is the only way, isn't it? There is no other way.
There is no other way because, like, we are very thankful for all support we are receiving. There was new package from the United States, other countries, United Kingdom of energy equipment, but new Russian missile attack and everything is gone again. So the best way and the only way is air defense. And that's why it's so frustrating to see these discussions between Germany and Poland about patriots. Like Poland is saying, let's give the Patriot to Ukraine, and Germany is saying no. And in general, we are refusing Patriots from the very beginning of the invasion. with the reason that that will take several months to master them for our crew. But now we have 10 months war, full scale invasion. So this decision should be made as soon as possible in order to prevent thousands of people killed by these attacks and millions suffering.
Oleksiy, thank you for talking to us as ever, and I'm sure we will speak to you again, hopefully in slightly better conditions. Who knows? That's Oleksiy Goncharenko. He's the MP for Odessa.